Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Trey at TAE Entertainment giving you guys another My Prediction video. And this My Prediction video is South Carolina versus Missouri tonight. As y'all know, I'm a big South Carolina Gamecocks fan, and this is the first game after the post-Muschamp era. And I haven't done my opinion video on that situation yet, but I'm going to go ahead and sum it up in my opinion what I think about the whole Muschamp firing last weekend. It was coming. And all the things of the former players putting on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, it's the Spurrier guys. When Spurrier was coaching, the guys like Mike Davis and you know what I'm saying, Connor Shaw and Stephen Garcia, those guys, and now you got the guys Javon Kinlaw and Debo and J.C. Horn, Mukwamo, and all them, which was in, of course, the Muschamp era, going back and forth with one another, and it's very sad to see the different mindsets between the two. Yes, Spurrier did leave in the middle of the season because Carolina wasn't winning, and Steve Spurrier's a winner. Do I, what I'm saying, is cool with that and accepting that? No, because we still salty to this day about that whole situation with Steve Spurrier. But at the same time, you can't even argue the fact that those are the best year in forever. 3 11 win seasons. You know what I'm saying? 4 straight bowl victories. I mean, won an SEC East championship. We hungry to get back there. Muschamp was, not too good at Florida. But Ray Tanner, took a chance on him still and has really gave him ample enough time to be able to see a curve and a change come. Because when we beat Michigan, that was with Spurrier's players. It's just, in my opinion, it was time for him to go. And these last 3 games have been horrific. There's been no defense. The offense has been okay, which I do give now the interim head coach Mike Bobo a ton of credit in. Kevin Harris, to me, should be in the Heisman conversation. Argue with me. He's got better numbers than ETN at Clemson, and nationally is 8th best running back. But he's doing it in the best conference. He's ahead of Najee Harris as well at Alabama. So why not put Kevin Harris' name in the discussion? Because another thing, get off topic with it, the whole Heisman thing, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, the whole Heisman concept was the best overall player in the country. Now when you have to be on the best team to even get consideration by, put up good stats, and I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on that. But my opinion with Muschamp, the whole situation with him, I think it's better that the school went the route that they did. Yes, you're going to lose some recruits. Yes, you're going to lose some players. But I commend also the players that's playing tonight that is still hanging around with the team, that still loves the university, that's there for the university, not the coach. Because the players that's left was there for the coach, obviously. RJ Roderick, not to be funny, but what have you been doing? And you're opting out for what reason? When you could have been that leader, that voice on the defense to keep everybody together. Mukwamo, Izzy has been hurt on and off all year and really hasn't been doing nothing. JC, okay, had an awesome game against Auburn, but that's really all I can remember with him this year. And but he's got the skill set to go into the NFL better. It's just the way when times got hard, they bailed out. And I don't like anyone quitting on their teammates in the hardest of situations. But I also commend the guys that's there, like a Laquandre White. You know what I'm saying? Bobo is raving about how great of a kid he is. I feel like it's going to be, before next year will be his senior year, I feel like he's going to be definitely a viable piece with the new coach coming in, which in my opinion I think is Billy Napier, because it makes sense. Even though Tony Elliott makes sense as well to an extent, but Billy Napier makes even more sense. I've been told people Hughes Freeze was not going to come, and now that he's came out and said he's not interested in the job, and it's a lot of baggage with that guy. Chadwell at Coastal Carolina, I'm kind of mixed on that. But my opinion, I think Billy Napier would be the right one. But off of that subject, y'all know how I feel about the whole Muschamp, situation and Carolina moving on from him. And, my opinion on what I think, the next head coach may be. My opinion on just the overall culture overhaul, I mean, Carolina needs to get back to Carolina football. We can't have former players bashing the fan base that helped keep a roof over their head, the boosters that gave them that studio to record in and the new facilities and all of that. You can't bash those people that's been good to you, especially even when you was injured. They wasn't talking bad about y'all then, but was supporting y'all. So the least you can do is respect those. You're gonna have some bad Apple fans out there, and you're gonna have a lot of good. A lot of times it's more good than actually bad. But that's just my opinion on that. But let's go ahead and get into this my prediction about the game tonight between Missouri and South Carolina. Missouri comes in tonight 2-3. South Carolina's 2-5. Missouri's averaging around 384 total yards a game. South Carolina's averaging around 370. Missouri's averaging around 270 passing. South Carolina's averaging around 200. Missouri's averaging around 127 yards rushing. Carolina's averaging around 169 rushing. And Carolina's averaging around 27 points a game. Missouri's averaging around 22. Our defense is giving up a whopping 464 yards a game total. And Missouri's giving them 394. It's just, in my opinion, with tonight's game, because Missouri had a receiver, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember his name, earlier in the week, opting out. Basically, he entered the transfer portal. I can't remember his name. It came out reported by Gamecocks 24/7 that was a Missouri player that decided to go to the transfer portal. And I've heard that other Missouri players on both sides of the ball, they're pretty, not just from the virus situation, but pretty banged up in their own way. Just as much as our guys, our roster is very thin. But one thing I do got a feel for, especially with Bobo coming in as the intern, I feel like personally the guys are going to play for one another. And I feel like personally Muschamp was holding a lot of the coaches back from being able to do their full job, especially Travaris Robinson on the defense. And I believe Bobo to an extent as well. I believe even Bentley at wide receivers coach. The only one I think Muschamp really let coach is Des Kitchens, the running back coach. And you see the results. Our running backs run with an attitude, whether it's Rashad Fenwick, Kevin Harris, Laquandre Wright. It's an attitude there that I wish would implement to the rest of the team. We might see that tonight. We might see that attitude that's been talked about. But with those numbers and looking at those numbers, I feel like this game could go either way, really. But I really think Carolina's going to win around 34-17, 31-17-ish. I think the defense is going to get the stops it's got to get. I mean, Cam Smith and John Dixon is starting tonight, which I could see being future stars. I don't care what anybody have to say about Cam Smith and that whole situation in Tennessee. It was a whole. You got to look at tonight as a clean start. It's a fresh beginning. You're getting to see a lot of these guys like Cobb, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be playing a lot. Damani Staley. It's going to be a bunch of opportunity. Jalen Foster is going to get opportunity. Tonka Hemingway, Jordan Birch, Jabari Ellis, Kiera Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, I think Alex Huntley is still out to injury. You're going to see a lot of opportunity for guys. Those guys that's on that field tonight wants to be here for South Carolina. I hope to see Ryan Helinski also get some snaps too, and Doty. If y'all been following Twitter, you noticed there was a post just up. I think it was something about Napier, and Ryan Helinski and Luke Doty liked it on Twitter. So hey, anything can happen. But my prediction tonight is Carolina 31-17. Let me know in the comments section what y'all think the score is going to be tonight. And how do y'all feel about the post-Muschamp era, this being the first game? How do you feel? Do you think it was right for South Carolina to have fired Muschamp during the middle of the season, or do you think it was wrong? Let me know in the comment section below. Definitely subscribe to my channel, you guys, for more of my opinion videos, my prediction videos, music videos, anything on my channel. Subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Y'all be blessed. Continue to be safe out there. I'm out.